Okay, so some people might wonder what is business process management. So business process management is a formal or it could be informal process in organizations where companies are looking to improve their existing processes. So it's a methodology that a group of people or a team will follow, looking continuously at the internal and cross-organizational processes in order to find some benefits and some points of improvement. So what are the benefits of BPM? First, improves agility of the organization. It also helps that our processes are in line with best practices in the industry. And also, BPM continuously looks at efficiency. So by improving the processes, we're doing better tasks with more limited resources. 4 steps involved in BPM. First, we define and map the steps that are included in business process management. So what are the processes we are looking at? Once we identify those, we looked at the ways, what are the steps that can create value? How can we add value to this? How can we find ways then to eliminate or consolidate, remove some of the inefficiencies in those processes? And once we identify those, then we go ahead and create and revise the existing processes. And also, because BPM is in the context of information systems, we look at how information system processes will change. What is going to change in our system depending on BPM? So there are various tools, several online tools also exist that help us draw a map of our existing processes, and one example of how a loan application process will look like. There are plenty other tools out there, but basically any of these tools help us illustrate how things are being done. Once we can visualize the processes, then it's a lot easier to be able to find inefficiencies, what we can improve, what we can change. There are 3 different ways that BPM helps us. First of all, a lot of processes can be automated. For instance, there was a way that we would get customers' input or patients' informations via written documents. Now we can implement a change. For instance, we can ask a patient now to put their information in, and in that way we can remove a lot of errors, for instance, that the secretaries will put into our system. Another way that BPM will help us is by improving our current processes. For instance, in order to do that, we have to see what's going on now and how we can use technology in order to improve it. Let's say we used to contact our customers only using emails, and they could, if they had complained, they could reach us via email. Now we add in a second process using chat so that people can chat with an agent, and that will improve that process. And the third way that BPM will help us is by totally re-engineering the work that we're doing. For instance, we're doing some processes in a certain way, we totally remove those processes and we come up with new ways of dealing with customers. Let's say a company used to address customer calls through a center that will pass the call to marketing department, to finance department, to inventory management. Now we have a call center that will respond to all customer needs at one place. That's a totally new re-engineering.